How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are moving on to the next song in this album, Keep Me Fed by The Warning. This is Apologize. Drop a like if you enjoyed this reaction. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's dive in, shall we?
I only ache in the wake of a broken never there. There's no thrill in the crime. I have lost the pleasure. Skin on skin means nothing if there is no blood to bleed. Simply quenching hunger doesn't kill the need.
Oh shit.
Hands always move on their own. Self-inflicted torture, feel, imitate, stimulate, futuristic horrors, basking in the glory of our manufactured vice.
Ooh.
Fade away to nothing, 'cause now nothing will survive.
Ooh, that's our fire line.
To make you nervous, I've been sad but not depressed. Wasting breath, waiting for nothing, 'cause you won't apologize.
Ooh. Oh! Oh my god! Holy shit! I'm sorry.
Nails on my skin just to check.
What the fuck? That was.
In my hands, only I hear the quiet screaming, shaking turns to crying in my short-lived fate alive. The bitterness of trying haunts me through the night, and I don't mean to make you nervous. I've been sad but not depressed. Lately I've been feeling something when I'm high up on my meds.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. What? Oh, I love that dissension.
Clean the mess that you made, own up to the blame. At the end of the day, so easy to say, it's not your fault now. It's not your fault now. A name on a screen means nothing to me. Hypnotic machine, your hands are clean. It's not your fault now. It's not your fault now. Apologize.
Oh. Oh.
Clean the mess that you made, own up to the blame. At the end of the day, so easy to say, it's not your fault now.
Ooh.
It's not your fault now.
Oh my god. Don't tell me that's the end of the song. That's how they end it. Holy shit. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. I love that riff. That was goddamn. Okay, I want to jump into the lyrics because there's like a few themes being thrown around, I think. But so many really powerful lines in these lyrics. Smiling at a screen, wearing a name that's not my own. That could mean anything. Like that's like having a stage name or having a performance name or a username for social media, right? But just, you have to put on that air of like kind of fakeness, I guess. And you have to just smile and do all the interviews and do all the press and everything. And you don't really want to do that, but you have to do that in order to push your product. Maybe that's what she's referring to. But then, like, there's the whole theme of, like, whether it's in a relationship or whether she's talking to the audience or whether she's talking to some kind of collective. Because in 6 Feet Deep, we know that like that poltergeist and that figure was the manifestation of not only their doubt, but the doubt that was put on them by their critics, by their haters, by the people who were calling them narcissistas, and they overcame that and became the warning, right? And if that's the same group of people, that's the same collective that they are talking to in this song, right? Like, own up to the blame, clean the mess that you made, apologize, right? They're not, I don't think they're necessarily saying they have to apologize. They are owed an apology because they've been through a lot. They worked super hard to get to where they are. And, there are still people who say, they're over pushed or they're overproduced or they're this and that, and the critics and that stuff, basically, right? And they're like, clean the mess that you made. But yeah, let me just jump into the lyrics because I want to read through the entire song and see what we got here. This is track 3. So this was, what was before this? Either way, we'll look at the set list later. Track list. I only ache in the wake of a broken never. That's a doozy. That's a thinker. I only ache in the wake of a broken never. Okay. The never implying what though? Something that shouldn't have happened but did. Something that never shouldn't have happened but ended up happening. Right? There is no thrill in the crime. I have lost the pleasure. So the chase, wasn't that in another song that they talked about that? The thrill of the chase or something like that. There is no thrill in the crime, I have lost the pleasure. So yeah, she's kind of bored now, basically. Skin on skin means nothing if there is no blood to bleed. Which, that line alone takes me back to like Queen of the Murder Scene era vibes. That the lyrics that they were talking about there. Skin on skin means nothing if there's no blood to bleed. Simply quenching hunger doesn't kill the need. Right? So she is kind of bored with what's happening. And not she, I'm not talking about any specific person, anybody in the band, but they could be talking about an entity in general, right? And simply quenching hunger, simply just eating, right? The whole album is called Keep Me Fed, but it doesn't necessarily mean to fill oneself. It doesn't necessarily mean to quench a thirst or quench a hunger. It is to fill the need for something. And simply quenching that hunger doesn't kill the need for that something, right? There's that itch, that sort of voice in the back of your head, basically. Hands always move on their own, self-inflicted torture. Feel, imitate, stimulate futuristic horrors. That's kind of giving me Era vibes. Either way, basking in the glory of our manufactured vice. Now, this could mean a bunch of things, right? Basking in the glory, basically boasting about a created control, right? A manufactured vice. Now, a vice can be anything, but basically a vice is something that you are obsessed with or you feel trapped by, or that something is controlling you or captured you or traps you, but it's a manufactured vice. So you're basking in the glory of your manufactured vice. So you're basically boasting about an entrapment that you created. Fade away to nothing because now nothing will suffice. Oh. So you keep wanting more. You're never satisfied, which ties into the song Satisfied, right? Fade away to nothing because now nothing will suffice. You become nothing because nothing will suffice, which is a double entendre, basically, because nothing will suffice. You keep wanting more and more and it never feels enough, but also having nothing is enough. Yeah. So anyway, I don't mean to make you nervous. I've been sad but not depressed. Clear distinction there between being sad and depressed, because even happy people can be depressed. That is a mental illness. But just being sad means, well, you're sad, right? It's not the same thing, which is very important. Wasting breath, waiting for nothing because you won't apologize. they feel they are owed an apology from these critics, from these haters. Or if you're talking about two people in a relationship, there's one person that takes and takes and takes and is never satisfied and wants more and more and more. And they've done so much wrong, they've fucked them over so many times that now they won't apologize because they're maybe too prideful or too egotistic, whatever the reason, right? But they are owed an apology. And the fact that, they screamed that word in the song that kicked off the riff is like, that's storytelling. You are owed. That's why I think they are owed the apology, because they screamed it. Apologize, right? That. Clean the message you made, own up to the blame. At the end of the day, so easy to say it's not your fault now. It's not your fault. Yeah, it's very easy for someone like that, someone manipulative, someone abusive. It's very easy for them to say it's not my fault, right? You created this situation for yourself. It's not my fault. I didn't. You fell. I didn't push you. Like that kind of stuff. But they want an apology. Nails on my skin just to check if my heart's still beating. Head in my hands, only I hear the quiet screaming. Go off. Shaking turns to crying in my short-lived fake delight. The bitterness of trying haunts me through the night. Dude, poetry. Poetry! Good God. Pre-chorus is repeated. Although there's an added line. Lately I've been feeling something when I'm high up on my meds. I'm smiling at a screen wearing a name that's not my own. It's only in these moments when you truly feel alone. Dude, like I said, smiling at a screen wearing a name that's not my own. Like, that could mean, you are given, like, if you are in the industry, whatever industry it is, right? And sometimes you need a stage name because maybe your name is not marketable enough, or your name is hard to pronounce, which a lot of ethnic people face, right? Your name is too hard to pronounce, so let's call you Jim. That, and then they give you a stage name, they give you a performative name or a username to then brand on social media, right? And you have to pretend like, yes, this is all normal. Yes, this is exactly how it should be. And you have to smile at the screen. Which is, that sucks so much, but that's the industry, right? And that has to change. That's super messed up. But yeah, so the chorus repeats itself, which, they call back to it. A name on a screen means nothing to me. Hypnotic machine, your hands are clean. See that, if they're talking, like, if they are referring to the social media aspect of it, that's like, back in 21st Century Blood, even they had themes like this. In Error, they had themes like this, and they were talking about how social media is this machine, hypnotic machine that overtakes your mind. And, a name on a screen means nothing to me. Which, if you think about it, like, you have so many of these stan accounts and so many of these fake accounts that use your name in order to trick people, and they say, we're just fans and we want to emulate them, but you using my name, bitch. Like, what? So that, there's that aspect of it too, which calls back to 21st Century Blood. Whoever, yeah, man, you need to apologize. Holy shit. That was awesome. That was an awesome song. That riff, oof. And I listened to 6 Feet Deep before this. So 6 Feet Deep and this, two amazing riffs. And then you got songs like Sick on this album. You got songs like, what's the other one? What's the name of the other one? More is pretty good too. So this is track 3, 6 Feet Deep, Sick, and then Apologize. And then Que Mas Quieres, More. And then we got Escapism, Sharks, Consume. So I got 3 more songs to listen to. Escapism, Sharks, and Consume, which tell a story on their own. But those titles tell a story on their own. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a clearer picture as I go through the album of who exactly they're talking about. It doesn't necessarily have to mean a relationship that's broken, because that's the vibe I got on a couple of these songs. But no, this is a more, they're casting a wide net on who they're aiming at, which I like. That they're telling a story with this album, and I like that. I like that a lot. And the riffs are just so good, so tasty. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Leave a comment down below. What did you think of the song? What did you think of that riff? Ooh, I am excited. There's 3 more songs and I cannot wait to get into it. Look out for those. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe right now so you don't miss those reactions. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.